So on to the main event, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, on to the main event. Hey, you ever meet and this is for the men and women. You ever meet a partner or who you think is a potential partner, and you take a look at her, and for the ladies, him, because I don't know any other way that makes sense outside of God's way. And you say to yourself, "Ooh, yes, I'm gonna give that the special. I'm gonna give her that special treatment." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give her that never unforgettable experience of who I am. I'm gonna make her laugh so hard she cannot think about living on this earth without me being a part of her life. You know, that's the type of vibe. When it comes to this right here, I'm gonna give this the type of attention. Yeah. We gonna take our time with this reaction, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, so welcome to the platform, and I'm glad you're here. Listen, only can't stop Bolo right now.
Ball out! Whoa, yeah. We need help, Jesus.
And trust me, this
Embarrassing. We need some milk.
Lord have mercy. Let's go.
Man, from your device, you know it's a unique one, aromatic.
Oh, and please, before I even start that, guys, you definitely need to go over to Aromatic. Stop hating, alright? Do not hate, alright? Appreciate, okay? Go over to Aromatic TV, ladies and gentlemen, and subscribe. Alright, click the bell and click see there. I already there on my all vibes already. See? Yeah, man, go and subscribe to the Bridget. This is one of his latest videos. I think this is it right here. No, that's not. That was 3 days ago. Yeah, the last video that he did. But make sure you go over there and watch it in full. See? Alright, good. And we will go to some articles, and that's what I'm saying. I've got to take my time, because what he's about to talk about is the first time I'm hearing about some names that he called, and the ladies on the thumbnail, and we're going to go to the articles and we're going to read. Let's go.
Realistic TV. Anyway, today, my viewers and subscribers, big one, We find him, We want him, man. We want the criminal, man. We not tell him, man, we the big pan him, We are big pan him, man, and we finally find him, man. The dirty criminal, man. Marlon Morgan, man. Idiot, we find him.
Honey.
And I find him to a beautiful young lady by the name of Brett. And you can find her on TikTok. Brett and Jamaics. You understand? So I have this clip.
No, big up Brett and Jamaics. Yo, Carol, how you doing? Man, he said big up, so
that Brett rip into Marlon Morgan and expose Marlon Morgan. That Marlon Morgan is also responsible for the deterioration of our education system.
Tonight, we are going to witness the most anticipated match in the history of professional wrestling for the heavyweight championship of the world. Are you ready? Wrestling fans, are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, from the capital city of the United States of America, Washington, D.C., ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Oh my God, let's go.
Marlon Morgan.
People share up in live with 10 people so we can get to 1,000 in a chat or 2,000. Now, what I do to me?
Was reporting to Grace McLean. You remember who named Grace McLean? Yes, man.
No, pause right there, sir. I don't know who is Grace McLean. I've never heard of Grace McLean. It says here, Finance Ministry withdraws surcharge against Grace McLean. This was September 26, 2023. Another article headlines, McLean to take ministry to court. You understand? Now, if I go to Google, there are some other articles that pop up. Grace McLean. Alright? Like I said, guys, I don't know who Grace McLean is. So this is very new to me. Right? Very, very new to me. Let me see, news. 81 million and counting. What? Hold up. What? I think there was 124 million thing article. Let me see. Let me see. 124 million. Yeah. Here we go. This is one of the articles there. Why is it not popping up? Oh, there we go. It says here, Dr. Grace McLean sent on leave amid $124 million loss in the education ministry, ladies and gentlemen. Wow. $124 million. How you doing, Star Trek? My God. 124 million. That's what the paper says. Anyway, let's continue.
That same lady there what thief the 124 million for we picnic them in the high school.
Embarrassing. We need some milk.
Wow. Well, I never said she stole anything. I don't know nothing about the situation. That's Aromatic saying that, and for him to say it so confidently, hey, you know what I'm saying? Hey, it is what it is, man.
Jamaica, let's go back down to memory lane and picture when the Prime Minister was the Minister of Education. And the Prime Minister start 5 company. And one of them named Western Construction. And the Prime Minister also have Western Construction. The clean drain and the chop bush down in Montego Bay. I just want to show you a pattern where the Prime Minister in the Ministry of Education could not give account where him come by these money and why him use company that him set up to enrich from taxpayers. We see where him brought in Rural Reid, and when him brought in Rural Reid also got steal millions from the education system. Grace McLean also, she steal millions away from the education system, and now we find out say Marlon Morgan tenure as Director of Technical Service Division at the Jamaica Ministry of Education between 2012 and 2017. Marlon Morgan report directly to Permanent Secretary at the time, Grace McLean.
We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament, shift the election, shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out from Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me go to Portland. Why me travel to Portland? Take out somebody, man or woman.
Ladies and gentlemen, let me read the article about the 124 millionaire. Cause this I get serious. It says she arrived at work 5:30 a.m. today and left sometime after. The revelation about the loss was made by the Auditor General Pamela Monroe. Hey, big up Pamela Monroe Ellis now. It says McLean is at the center of a damning report of fiduciary. I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. fiduciary fallings surrounding the payment of 124 million to the Joint Committee on Tertiary Education. All right. It says here she arrived at work about 5:30 a.m. Today and left sometime after. The revelation about the loss was made by Auditor General Pamela Monroe in a report tabled in Parliament yesterday. Monroe has suggested that the Education Minister Favour Williams call in the police or a designated anti-corruption body to investigate the matter. So this was so serious that Miss Monroe Ellis or Mrs. Monroe Ellis suggested to Favour Williams, who was the education minister at the time, to call the police or a designated anti-corruption body to investigate the matter.
Embarrassing. We need some milk.
All under Andrew Holness. Wow. At the same time, the Auditor General has recommended that the Financial Ministry institution surcharge action against the senior officer, including McLean, on the basis that they failed in their fiduciary duty. The Auditor General said the senior technocrats failed to ensure that the government funds were appropriated in keeping with the requisite law and established guidelines, and that the arrangement were put in place to safeguard government resources. Monroe Ellis reported that McLean permitted the transfer of 11 million to Dr. Cecile Cornwall chaired JCTE after the body became a private entity. The JCTE was the entity that shocked officials last year after it became private in February 2019, blocking the Auditor General investigation into use of government funds connected to the Caribbean Maritime University scandal. No, ladies and gentlemen, this will get worse.
We need help, Jesus.
So y'all tell me, say, in 2019, the JCTE made themselves private to block the Auditor General's investigation.
What can go so?
Something not right, my wisdom warriors. Something is not right. Tell about them.
In July 2020, McLean told PAC members that she first became aware that the JCTE had become private entity when the Auditor General requested information from the entity and the documents could not be provided. Backside.
What can go so?
McLean said she wrote to the Auditor General to no avail, asking for the documents to be submitted to the Auditor General. The acting permanent secretary said, after discovering that the JCTE had become a private entity, she curtailed the arrangement and was in place with the ministry. The arrangement that was in place with the ministry, McLean said she wrote to the chairman on June 8, 2020, stating that the ministry could no longer continue the previous arrangement now that it had changed its status to a private entity. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the article. For that one with the 124 million. That article was, the date of that article was October 13, 2021. Let's continue. Just to give some some update as to who Miss McLean is. And see my even have it on the screen. See there? Search charge imposed on Bernard McLean, 124 million. So yeah, I was not aware of this story. Like I said, I wasn't following up the politics. I wasn't even watching news, ladies and gentlemen. Anybody that knows me, I've said it many times. The news, I thought news was so depressing and they just showed what they wanted us to hear, that I said, you know what, I'm going to stop watching the news because too much propaganda is on the news. Mainstream media are talking about it. Yeah, but let's continue.
Marlon Morgan report to Grace McLean. Grace McLean who can give a pound for $124 million. Marlon Morgan, Director of Technical Service Division at the Jamaica Ministry of Education between 2012 and 2017. The man report to Grace McLean.
Wow.
And Grace McLean cannot give account for $124 million.
Embarrassing. He needs some milk.
And overseeing everything under Grace McLean.
What?
So when we see him get the promotion, we say, yeah, I know. Dog now have 7 puppy. We know that. Andrew Holness not promote nobody.
People, this need crowd. Me telling us if you share live, you know. Me telling us if you share the live, you know. And me telling us if you make sure so you go subscribe to Aromatic TV. Yes, my people. Go and subscribe to Aromatic Realistic TV. See it there? Boom. General drop. Be a banger over there. Be a banger. No matter what the topic. Alright? Be a banger.
Unless them a top criminal and top liar. Picture the thing, man. Andrew Wallace not promote nobody. Unless them a top criminal or them a top liar. So Marlon Morgan is not a new kid from the
He needs some milk.
Marlon is down there with Andrew Wallace them from long time. But dig up him file and expose him nastiness, in corruption. So him finally get reward.
All lies will be exposed. That's
our education system.
And anyone who takes that the wrong way,
just look on the trainer, man. When Andrew Holness was.
Now I will say this: if what is being said in the audio that he's about to play is true, I have no words to how disgusted, and disgusted is not even the right word. I feel like I want to throw up. What is about to be said in this audio? I mean, wow. Let's go.
The Ministry of Education. All kind of money and companies start enrich himself off of taxpayers. In bringing Rural Reid as the Minister of Education. Rural Reid steal millions of dollars from us. Then bring in Grace McLean. Grace McLean steal millions of us. But Marlon Morgan was the head cook and bottle washer. Right there with Grace McLean. Twep, twep, twep. Stealing away taxpayers' money from our education system and rob our youth. So when we see that big show here, they run out and they defend Andrew Wallace and they tell lies and they go on most way, we find out now. So you're not no newcomer, man. We know say you're a part of the criminality. We know that you're a part of this JLP criminal organization. But you only come around like you was a new kid. No, you was no new kid. But Brett expose you. My viewers and subscribers, without any further ado, I am going to play the clip. And I want every viewers and every subscribers to listen every word that is coming outside of Brett's mouth. Take it away.
Alright, so Grace McLean. Grace McLean, former acting permanent secretary. Grace McLean was interdicted in Jamaica at 2022 after $124 million was found unaccounted for in the Ministry of Education. The funds were transferred to a joint committee for tertiary education, JCTE, without clear documentation on how they were used. In March 2023, law enforcement agencies raided McLean's home and other related locations as part of the ongoing investigation into financial misconduct. So that is Grace McLean. Alright, so who is Marlon Morgan and how is he connected to Grace McLean? Alright, so during Marlon Morgan's tenure as Director of Technical Services Division at Jamaica's Ministry of Education 2012 to 2017, he reported directly to Permanent Secretary, who at the time was Dr. Grace McLean. In summary, Marlon Morgan served as Director of the Technical Services Division of Jamaica's Ministry of Education 2012 to 2017. In this role, he oversaw the technical and vocational education and training, that is the TVET sector, working to improve skill development and equally of Education in this field. He reported directly to the Permanent Secretary, Dr. Grace McLean, and was involved in shaping policies and programs aimed at enhancing the technical educational landscape. So, that $124 billion that is missing, he know about it. And his duties, let me go directly.
His duty. He's gonna outline his duty. Because this man have a lot of duty, you know. So just listen keenly as she outline his duties.
To the Ministry of Education website as to what his duty was. So he reported directly to her, and he was responsible for a lot of programs. So we're seeing where our students have dropped from almost 90% passes in exams to 18%. Marlon Morgan is head cook and bottle washer in the downfall of our education system to the dregs that it is now.
Exactly.
He's not a newcomer. I just want to put it out there. He's not a newcomer. Including designing, upgrading, and rehabilitating facilities, managing construction projects, and ensuring compliance with strategic plans and policies related to the physical infrastructure of schools. Key responsibilities may include infrastructure development, creating a comprehensive program for building improvement and maintaining school facilities, including architectural designs and cost estimates. Leading the execution of construction and renovation projects, managing budgets, timeline, and contractors. So all of these include money handling. Risk assessment, identifying potential risk associated with infrastructure projects and developing mitigating strategies. Compliance oversight, ensuring adherence to building codes, safety regulations, and government standards. Funding management, overseeing the allocation and utilization of funds allocated for infrastructure projects, including international funded initiatives. Technical expertise, providing technical advice on building designs, maintenance, and repairs to relevant stakeholders with the MOE. Reporting structure, typically the Director of Technical Services reports directly to the Permanent Secretary within the MOE. So again, who was the Permanent Secretary? Grace McLean. Who was the Director of Technical Services? Marlon Morgan, Brooktile. Why they didn't extend a cell for him and put him in there? Because he cannot hold another regular cell. That is my question.
The man have 17 programs what I'm in charge of. 17 program what they run.
What can go so? What can go so? What can go so?
May God bless the great institutions of the country that keep the society together. May God bless the Integrity Commission that leads the fight against corruption in the land. Because corruption is a scourge against the will of God. And the institutions on earth that fight against corruption deserve our full support.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have to take the time with the audio. Let me listen to this again, because I want to hear it without my interruption. And me stopping it. Because I always see some people in the comment section. You know what I mean? You know them feelings about the audio. But you have to remember, so this is a reaction channel. So, my style is different. Alright? Let's continue.
That is coming outside of Blackmouth. Take it away.
Alright, so Grace McLean. Grace McLean, former acting permanent secretary. Grace McLean was interdicted in Jamaica at 2022 after $124 million was found unaccounted for in the Ministry of Education. The funds were transferred to a joint committee for tertiary education, JCTE, without clear documentation on how they were used. In March 2023, law enforcement agencies raided McLean's home and other related locations as part of the ongoing investigation into financial misconduct. So that is Grace McLean. Alright, so who is Marlon Morgan and how is he connected to Grace McLean? Alright, so During Marlon Morgan's tenure as Director of Technical Services Division at Jamaica's Ministry of Education 2012 to 2017, he reported directly to Permanent Secretary, who at the time was Dr. Grace McLean.
Help, we key out of the ladder.
We need your divine intervention. We're tired of the labor rights. We're tired of the green people. We are so far. We can't take it no more. We need this. We need this. We need it. Help. Help. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Psalm 46. God is our refuge and strength. Is a liberator.
You know, say this not normal. If what she said is true, this does not look good on the resume of Marlon Morgan. Just as an allegation, I'm just gonna say an allegation. Just as an allegation alone, for you to be involved with this lady that was in the center of all of this. The scandal, JCTE privatize. I just read the article. Them privatize them business, and dealing with the ministry, you can't privatize the business because it's government funds and it's public funds, and the records has to be public as to what you actually do with the money. But in the article, Miss McLean said she didn't know that they were privatized. I could describe that as incompetent. But in law, ignorance of things does not make you exempt from punishment, isn't it? I don't know where this case is presently with Miss McLean, if she's serving time or I don't know, but that whole situation looks like a big ball of skullduggery. With that said, I don't know how true it is what this lady is saying, Brad. I will say this: I don't think she would come out on her social media platform and make those assertions without doing some due diligence. So I still maintain that if all of this is true, this really doesn't look good on Marlon Morgan's resume. As a matter of fact, I don't think Marlon Morgan should be coming out and speaking with his voice too high. Alright? If he had any involvement, whether directly or indirectly, with anything that McLean is accused of, right? Yeah, he should be holding down his head in a ball of shame. You know, because just the idea that any of this is true, I would be working assiduously to clear my name. But then what was said in the audio with this lady here, Brad, is that he was responsible for many different areas that had to deal with the collection of money, allegedly, right? Mrs. McLean was reinstated to her job by a court case. So there you go. But even so, in the court of public opinion, given what we know now, we know about Andrew Holness's government, is that, you know, these types of allegations are common. The misappropriation of funds, you know, saying that they spend it. We should just take their word for it. And when the Auditor General comes out and says, no, Ruel Reid name was mentioned, Favor Williams name was mentioned. What I can't wait for the PMP coming to power. There has to be legislation, strict laws that cannot be bent, right? That lock up people for for being involved in these types of incompetent acts. Because at the end of the day, the least I can say about it, it's incompetence. How do you not know that the entity in which you're giving the government's money to is not registered, is registered as private? How do you not know that in the position that Miss McLean was? And the fact that you didn't know it, in my opinion, you should not be able to actually get off in any court case because you did not know. No, you have to face some hard time. Because what is going to be the precedence? The precedence is somebody else can come along. Not saying that this is what Miss McLean did, but somebody else can come along, ladies and gentlemen, literally get involved in that type of situation on purpose, right? And then claim, oh, I just didn't know. I just didn't know. Yeah, man, the Lord is exposing everything, Miss Clear. You're absolutely right. And you sound like you're somebody that listen to Mr. Jeffrey Shuttleworth. And shout out to Mr. Jeffrey Shuttleworth. Shout out to the pastor and the prophet. Right? You sound like somebody that listen to him, because that is one thing I've heard him say. The year of the wind. And a lot of things is going to be exposed. So, Marlon Morgan, in terms of your credibility in the eyes of public opinion, to me it was already low with your aggressive defense of Andrew Holness and your lack of attacking Andrew Holness in terms of his statutory declaration. You've been a capper. You've been wearing the biggest cap for Andrew Holness, in my opinion, in terms of some of the things that you have said. But if this is true, what this young lady is revealing here on Aromatic TV. How you doing, Angela Blackwood? Good afternoon. If this is true, what she's revealing, then your actions before, previously, would make a lot of sense. It would make a lot of sense. Because I remember young lady attacked Bolt when he came out. And, you know... Usain Bolt called her a syndicate, a part of the syndicate. My question to Marlon Morgan is, are you a part of a syndicate? Or are you a part of this syndicate? I'm just asking. And I think it's a fair question based off these allegations. Again, I haven't seen Warmington sue Andre Stevens. If Marlon Morgan does not sue this girl, or come out and make a statement to push back to this, I already was looking at Marlon Morgan funny, but this right here, this is another level. I thought he was just the type of person that was just brain dead to Andrew Holness's situation, and he was just a die-hearted individual that just loved the Prime Minister and just would be just telling lies for him and capping for him on his platform, in service of the party, pretty much, and not the people. That's what I thought he was. But if this is true, then it appears that he is doing a little bit more. If this is true, it appears that he's actually protecting his own interests, allegedly. Let's continue.
Directly to Permanent Secretary, who at the time was Dr. Grace McLean. In summary, Marlon Morgan served as Director of the Technical Services Division of Jamaica's Ministry of Education, 2012 to 2017. In this role, he oversaw the technical and vocational education and training, that is the TVET sector, working to improve skill development and equality of education in this field. He reported directly to the Permanent Secretary, Dr. Grace McLean, and was involved in shaping policies and programs aimed at enhancing the technical educational landscape. So, that $124 billion that is missing, he know about it. And his duties, let me go directly.
His duty. He's gonna outline his duty. Because this man have a lot of duty, So just listen keenly as she outline his duties.
to the Ministry of Education website as to what his duty was.
As a developer, you pour your heart and soul into your product. Every feature and line of code.
So he reported directly to her, and he was responsible for a lot of program.
Reported directly to her. Responsible for a lot of program. That right there. Reporting directly to her means that nobody else. They had a. It appears. It appears that they had a tight relationship. Mighty God.
Ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament.
So we're seeing where our students have dropped from almost 90% passes in exams to 18%. Marlon Morgan is head cook and bottle washer in the downfall of our education system to the dregs that it is now.
No, I would support that argument. That part right there, because Donna will take a big up. Because I never big up yourself to me, General. Because he worked in the ministry. So the failure of our children in their, in their grades, I'm gonna put that on Marlon Morgan's shoulder. Yeah, and Miss McLean as well, and Royal Reed, and Favor Williams, and now Dr. Donna Morris Dixon. Yeah. What has Dr. Donna Morris Dixon done as the Minister of Finance? It's been 2 months. What has she done that you said, wow, this is going to...
Hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. Hey y'all.
What has she done for us to say, oh, this is going to be revolutionary, this is going to change everything? What has she done? Don't worry, I'll wait.
Exactly. He's not a newcomer. I just want to put it out there. He's not a newcomer. Including designing, upgrading, and rehabilitating facilities, managing construction projects, and ensuring compliance with strategic plans and policies related to the physical infrastructure of schools. Key responsibilities may include infrastructure development, creating a comprehensive program for building, improvement, and maintaining school facilities, including architectural designs and cost estimates. Leading the execution of construction and renovation.
Whoa, what does call that? Cost estimates? Cost estimates. Cost estimates? No, so hold on there. Go back.
Creating a comprehensive program for building, improvement, and maintaining school facilities, including architectural designs and cost estimates.
You notice what she did there? This girl, whoever Brat is, she's very clever. She's very clever. Wow.
Emotional damage.
Cost estimates. Just estimate the cost. You see, that's a vulnerable area. That's an area where you have to pay attention to. That's an area, that type of responsibility where cost estimates are concerned in big, large projects. You have to have checks and balances. And you definitely have to have individuals of the highest level of integrity to operate in that area. So for Marlon to be directly answering and reporting to Miss McLean, and she actually getting caught up in that scandal, her name being called and the recommendations from the Auditor General. That says a lot about, that leaves a lot of questions about Marlon Morgan. You know, just the allegations alone, it leaves a lot of questions. Interesting.
Leading the execution of construction and renovation.
Exactly, Dana. You never see smoke without fire. And this is a part of construction.
Including architectural designs and cost estimates.
But hold on there. Father God, I sit here today, Father God, on this live stream. And I pray that you expose all of the lies. You expose hidden things that we haven't even thought about, couldn't even imagine that is going on with our government, Lord. I pray that justice is done in your mighty name, your precious name, Lord. I really pray that justice is done. Because in this instance of what this possibly or appears to be or it could be, I don't see a judge, a mere mortal, being able to try this potential case. This is a tangled web. Isn't Andrew Wallace into real estate? Like, doesn't he have a business partner that's into real estate as well? To the point where his business partner works in the office of the Prime Minister. Very interesting, ladies and gentlemen. Very interesting.
Leading the execution of construction and renovation projects, managing budgets, timeline, and contractors. So all of these include money handling.
Hey! Contractors. Ding, 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 ding. Another money maker right there. Assigning contractors. Wow.
Risk assessment. Identifying potential risks associated with infrastructure projects and developing mitigating strategies. Compliance oversight. Ensuring adherence to building codes, safety regulations, and government standards. Funding management. Overseeing the allocation and utilization of funds allocated for infrastructure projects, including international funded initiatives. Technical expertise. Providing technical advice on building designs, maintenance, and repairs to relevant stakeholders with the MOE. Reporting structure. Typically, the Director of Technical Services reports directly to the Permanent Secretary within the MOE. So again, who was the Permanent Secretary? Grace McLean. Who was the Director of Technical Services? Marlon Morgan. Why they didn't extend a cell for him and put him in there? Because he cannot hold another regular cell. That is my question.
The man have 17 programs when in charge of. 17 program what they run out of the education ministry that Marlon Morgan in charge of. What Brett just laid out a while ago. So when we are telling us Marlon Morgan, I don't know, fresh kids on the block.
DCAM is a professional manufacturer of large injection molding machines.
This right here,
with over 20 years.
Yeah, I didn't know this.
It's one of Andrew Ole's lackeys. It's one of them that help to destroy our education system. We see and know now when they want money for thief, that's where Andrew Ole's place them in our education system, because that's how them can get for thief the money easy. Thank you, my sister. Brett.
Embarrassing.
For this far.
He needs some milk.
Journalism, because the regular journalists them down at Jamaica, them buy out by Andrew Ole, you know. So them not do it. So
ball out! Whoa! We need help, Jesus.
My God. These allegations are, wow. I'm literally at a loss of words, ladies and gentlemen. This is just another eye-opener for me in the tangled web of the Jamaica Labour Party. I would love to hear from the people where this is concerned. I will not be playing any more of Aromatic TV's Aromatic Realistic TV video. Again, I'm going to encourage everybody to go over to his page and subscribe immediately. Hit the bell and click on. And
hey y'all, please remember to hit the like button. I know y'all come in sometimes and y'all forget, but the main thing, man, y'all gotta hit the like button, man, and share the live stream. Come on now, stop playing. Support, support, support. The like button is free, heard?
Bless up yourself, Adi. Bless up. Guys, let me know what you think about that in the comment section. See you?